that's not okay.
Is that applicable to you too? So like you wouldn't have any friends?
I have no female friends. Like I have women in my life that I know, but I don't ever like develop relationships with women in my life unless I'm interested in them romantically.
Do you think it's true that men and women can't be friends?
Because I don't think they can be friends.
I agree.
I think they're biologically created to have something magical happen between them. And they were created that way, and I think it's extremely special. And for us to pretend like that doesn't exist, I think it's kind of like, it's ignoring a whole lot of science.
Everybody, though? I had a best friend that passed away from unaliving. Yeah. We never had that connection whatsoever.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so I feel like childhood maybe is different, or like all my friends are my guy friends.
I mean, childhood's extremely different because like you don't have those hormones going on. I mean, we could have that discussion, but I want to keep going if Brian wants to talk about something else.
Maybe we go around the table, their thoughts on can men and women be friends, starting with you.
I think it's possible.
Okay.
They can with certain distance.
Scoot into the table?
They can with a certain distance, yeah.
No.
I think yes, you just need to establish boundaries and be loyal and trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with boundaries.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean...
I one follow-up, actually.
Yeah, go for it.
What about people who remain friends with exes? What about that?
I don't like it. I mean, it might work, but I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hell no, baby.
It sounds like a recipe for disaster, but I don't know, maybe it could work out.
No.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Oh, no, they're keeping them for a reason. No.
I think you can be on good terms and have an amicable,
exactly.
Civil.
You
but
can have a
like
good
to
relationship.
maintain frequent contact, friendship. That's
Well, it also depends if you're
sus.
co-parenting with someone. You still have to have a good.
Sure, that's different.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
different. But
yeah.
if there's not a child involved,
yes.
then it's like, well, it's a little sus.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to add some
No,
more
yeah.
to the-
I wanted to, like, I don't think, and this is typically, like, I'll get this response from women. They'll say, yeah, of course men and women can be friends, like, given a certain circumstance. I don't think you understand, like, the desperation that a lot of guys, especially a lot of young guys, have. Like, they will put up the craziest act. They will tell you exactly what you want to hear just so that they can keep you in their life, so that when you slip up that one time, they are there to squeeze in the crack. They like are waiting for your boyfriend to piss you off. They're waiting for that male guy that guy in your life that you've been talking to do the one wrong thing, and then just wait for you to make a mistake or wait till you're too drunk, and then they will go in for the kill. And I don't think women. I don't think women understand like how crazy men can get, because like I mean we have some really powerful hormones going through us. Like when we see an attractive woman, it's like it is a battle to try to keep myself from one, thinking about things I shouldn't be thinking about, but two, like acting upon
Like
I
those things.
know everybody
You mean
feels
lusting?
like you.
Yes, exactly.
Like lusting.
So
Could I say something?
yeah, go for it.
I have a question because, like, if you could tell by the way I look, I was raised with brothers, so I naturally gravitate towards a lot of guys. And I don't mean that in like every single guy friend is single. No, they all have girlfriends, and I'll never hang out with them by myself. None of them come into my house. It's always them and their girlfriend because I've known them since I was a kid. And I grew up around parents who had male and female friends.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, it's a culture. Like Hispanic people, I don't know if you know that, they're all cool with everybody. Very like really nice. Of course, boundaries. If a guy told me, Taylor, that guy likes you, I'd probably drop him. I would, because I don't want any problems. But I feel like
But
some
that doesn't mean that
women
all the
don't know how
men
to
are
separate the
different.
two, and some women won't get rid of
Yeah.
their guy friend if the man knows more. I'll do that if he says something's right, wrong. Excuse
I
me.
think that's awesome. I also think like, okay, so say I'm a single dude and I'm friends with a couple. Like I have one of my best friends in the world is from Tennessee. I knew him when he was single, and I knew him when he met his now wife. Like I hung out with them all the time, and I got to know his now wife really well. But yeah, so it was in the context of them two being there. I have never like texted her by myself.
Of course.
I've never held a conversation, just her and I. It's usually he's always there. Maybe he had to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, what are your hobbies? Whatever. I don't know. But like, yeah, I guess
There's
in
boundaries,
that there are boundaries that I have for myself. I'm not going to push those boundaries with a woman. And I would expect a woman to do the same for me.
Well, you also expect your partner respect you and you trust them and you know he's not going to be filtering with anybody or, you know.
Well, kind of going on trust, like, I don't think that having ultimate trust in your partner is important in a relationship. I think trust is important, but as a foundation for a relationship, I don't think trust should be held as high as it is. Like, you should just trust me that I'm not going to hurt you in that way, because trust is so easily broken. Yes. All it just takes one mistake.
I agree.
So I don't think trust is as important as people make it. I think, I mean, it's important. It's important in a relationship. I should be able to trust you. But above trust, in priority, is I need information. Like,
I agree.
Let me see who you're talking to. Hey, I want to know, like, are you texting anybody? Can I go through your phone? Like, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I want to be able to ask that question. And I want them to be able to ask that question of me. Hey, Mason, can I have your phone? Of course. Here you go. Like, information is more important than trust.
I have a question. So earlier you were saying you're only attracted to 5% of women. So, like, when you walk into a room and you're like...
beast.
No.
When you walk into a room and, like, are you automatically judging and, like, discounting all these other women just based off the way that they look? Like, as in, like, seeing them, like, you will not pursue a personal relationship with them because you think you can't be friends with them?
I mean, if you want to put it in that language, yeah, I guess I could get on board with that statement. I mean, I'm not saying, like, your value as a human being is less.
Yeah, right.
Because,
no.
yeah. Like, if we're just talking about, like, romantic partners, yeah, if I walk into a room, I'm probably going to find 5% of them attractive, and I'm probably not going to pursue a relationship with the rest of them because I'm not interested in them romantically. Yeah. I'm not going to entertain that kind of relationship. Because I don't want to lead them on, because I'm not, I mean, this is going to sound kind of egotistical, but I'm not blind to the fact I'm somewhat attractive. So I don't want to lead other girls on, making them think that, hey, I got a shot with Mason.
Yeah.
And, like, it's mean to them, it's rude, it's just uncaring, it's selfish, because, like, I could talk to a bunch of different girls and get all this attention, and I'm not that kind of guy.
And that's just, like, all on the basis that, like, you don't think, like, men and women can be friends.
Correct.
Killer of Cereal donated $100. I wanted to apologize to Gigakud Virgin for cutting him off. Did not time that right. If you became great friends with one of your ex's friends, but the breakup was bad, how would you feel about it?
Okay, wait.
Is that for
if you became great friends with one of your ex's friends, but the breakup was bad, how would you feel about it? Ooh, I mean, I would probably still maintain the friendship. Like, that's if the ex's friend was a dude. Like, I probably would maintain that relationship. I mean, if he's a cool guy, and he's not, like, it's not awkward, I'm not going to be talking to his ex. Yeah, I would totally maintain that relationship.
Wait, is the friend of male or female?
I think the friend is male. I want to assume it's male. The ex's friend. My ex's friend is male. And I say,
he
like...
He didn't specify.
I don't know.
What if it's like a brother?
Assumption.
Like a brother. Like, I feel like that would make more sense, because it seems like...
It'd be fun.
Sure, yeah. It'd be fun.
Steal the brother away.
Heck yeah, dude. You got another bro.
That's my brother now.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that from that... we mentioned it last show. The movie with Tom Hanks, where it's like, I'm the captain now.
Oh, Captain Phillips.
What does he say?
I'm the captain now.
I don't know.
That's what he says, yeah.
It's my brother now. Okay, I don't know. Actually, one thing that crossed my mind on the staying friends with the ex or whatever, or can men and women be friends? Maybe this is sort of a differential when it comes to the two genders, and why men maybe care more than women do about if she has male friends. So women will friend zone men, but it's pretty rare for, like, dudes to be friend zoning chicks. It happens, but it's much more like a common occurrence for women to, like, friend zone dudes. So dudes who initially had a romantic interest, but as the woman, you're pumping the brakes. No, we can be friends though. And sometimes actual friendships develop from that. That's, I think, perhaps an angle of why this might be a bigger deal for men than it is for women, because, as I said, men are really not like rejecting women on that level. Typically, there's a couple reasons, but women are typically not taking the initiative to like push on men like that, showing their interest like that.
Do you guys think that all men that are friends with women are just like using them, or like they just all get friend zoned, or do you actually believe there's some men who actually value women as a friend? Because that makes me wonder if I have guy friends, a guy's looking at that like she friend zone him. I've been single with my guy friends for years, and they're now in relationships, and nothing's ever happened. I don't know, and I don't find myself that attractive to where every guy wants me. I don't think like that. I think you have to be attractive for that type of stuff.
I think it's possible. I think it's easier for women to be friends with men than the reverse.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think men are much more likely to have ulterior motives when it comes to like male-female friendship. One of my issues with the friendship is when you inevitably find yourself in a relationship, there's a decent chance. Look, some partners don't care, but if your partner asserts their boundary, that of I don't want you to be hanging out with friends of the opposite sex, that's going to be the end of that friendship if they're going to ultimately choose this romantic relationship over you. And just the reality is, like, most people are probably gonna, if they care about that person enough, are gonna prioritize their romantic relationship over their platonic relationship. And certainly in the case of marriage, I do think there is some degree of what's the word? I'm blanking on it right now, but it doesn't look good, like in a marriage context, if you're like hanging out with a male friend. I don't know, I'm blanking on the word, but
the optics.
That's not exactly what I'm looking for, but yeah, basically. So, yeah.
I think it's interesting what you're saying, because like that like whole reason of like entertaining other people or like other like friends per se is like the reason why my last relationship ended twice. Mm-hmm. Like the first time, like he was still talking to this girl that he had met on Bumble, and like I like the whole relationship like was always wary of this girl. And then like basically I went through his phone and like found some stuff,
nudes,
and and so then relationship ended after that. Went no contact, started talking again, started dating again. Same thing happened with another girl, and I like knew exactly who this girl was. It was like this girl he used to like hook up with, I guess. And yeah.
Damn.
So
yeah, I mean, because also you have to think about it, like if you're pursuing, let's say you genuinely are pursuing a friendship with someone of the opposite sex, like that is a sort of could be a transitory or volatile friendship, because if they get into a relationship with somebody who has this boundary of I don't want you talking to this person, I don't want you to be friends with this person, poof, there goes your friendship. So it's almost kind of like, well, what's the point of getting into this friendship if whenever this person ends up in a romantic relationship, our friendship is at risk of getting cut because of the expectations of their potential future partner.
That's sad.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, especially with, in marriage, if you're going to
especially if you're like attracted to a man's man, like traditional men are generally speaking extremely territorial, and they're not going to want another guy stepping on their woman. So like, step into.
Step in?
Not stepping on. Step into.
Step into.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's like, if that's what you're into, that's probably something like a practice you should adopt, because you will attract more of those masculine guys if you have that boundary. I mean, it could be difficult, especially in, like initially instituting that boundary, but it will probably give you a lot of really good success down the road.